Hello, you are looking at a 1965 Schwinn Typhoon that I am about to start restoring. I thought it'd be cool to kind of make a video of just the restoration process, or at least the process that I go through when I'm fixing up old bikes. And yeah, I guess just a little background on this bike is I got it from a guy who lives up in Commerce City, Colorado, and he works at an auto body shop. And he apparently was doing some body work for a guy who didn't have enough money to pay, so he gave him a bunch of these old bicycles as like partial payment or collateral, and then he put them up on Craigslist, and that's where I got it from. So yeah, let's take a look at what we're gonna be dealing with. First thing I noticed right away was that even though the rims are still straight and pretty true, yeah, there's a lot of rust. And I'm hoping that it's just surface rust that I should be able to get rid of without damaging the paint. I don't know, the paint might already be gone. But as you can see over here, the rims were originally white, and I'd like to be able to get the rust off without having to repaint the rims, because that's going to be a pain. You can see they're white with kind of a pinstripe on there, so that's gonna be tough. So hopefully the rust will come out. We'll have to tackle that, and it's gonna be a tough job, I think. But going back up the bike, you can see on the fork it's pretty oxidized, the paint's bad. There's no handlebars. It does still have the Schwinn badge though, so that's nice. The frame itself is okay. I mean, it's not bent or anything like that. It doesn't really have any exceptional patina to it per se. A lot of frames I find that are older and that have like the cool kind of rust, I'll leave alone, but in this case I don't think it's anything too special. So I think I'm actually gonna have the frame painted, because I've got an idea for this project that I think is gonna be pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to get the frame stripped down and we'll get that repainted. Seat I think is original, I don't know, I'm gonna look into that. But again, you can see below here lots of rust, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. The back rim is rusty too, but not as bad as the front. So again, hoping to salvage that. For the hub, it's just a Bendix 3-band coaster brake. It's pretty standard. If it works, I don't know. Another thing you'll notice here, and something that's a little worrisome to me, so you can see the bike has no chain, which is fine, which should normally mean that these pedals should be pretty free-wheeling since there's no chain, but the hub in there is completely seized up. So I'm gonna have to get into there and see if the bearings are just destroyed, which I'm guessing they are, or if anything in there is salvageable. And again, on the rear hub I'll do the same, and on the front hub I'll get in and do the bearings. I don't know, the wheel spins, so I think it should be salvageable. But yeah, that's kind of just overall what I'm dealing with. The bike itself is not too bad. I don't think it should be too hard. I think the first thing I'm going to do is start getting everything off the bike, all those rusty nuts and bolts, and start cleaning those up and seeing if they need to be replaced or if they're fixable. And that's kind of the start I'm going to go with this bike. So yeah, I will post videos as I go along on the whole project. You can just see how I go about restoring a bike. Well, I've already run into some problems getting the front rim off. It's so rusted on, and even with a good blast of PB Blaster, when I tried to pry the bolt off, they were pretty much just rusted too. And this is my front rim. I finally got it off, but I needed a Dremel tool, and the threads there are completely just ruined. So I don't know if I'm going to have to just get an entire new front rim, or if I'm going to be able to just replace the hub here or what. But yeah, already having problems with all the rust. It's just, this bike was just so neglected, and I think I'm going to be fighting this. The whole build on this is just going to be getting rid of all these rusty parts and hoping that they're, some of them are salvageable. But in this case, for my front rim, we're already running into problems. So yeah, keeping at it. Well, fortunately the rear rim came off with no problem, not like the front rim. So you can see though the hardware is really rusty. So what I'm going to do is let it sit overnight in this. It's called Metal Rescue. It is magic stuff. So I'm just gonna fill up this little container and let it sit overnight, and I'm gonna pre-soak it in this other stuff called Ready Strip, which is good stuff too. So that's the plan, and that's how I'm gonna end today.